Life often feels like an unending cycle of tasks, goals, and distractions, doesn't it? We chase after achievements, binge watch series, or scroll endlessly through our phones, yet a sense of emptiness lingers. But what if the solution isn't about doing more or achieving more? What if it's about seeing life differently? Today, we delve into a Japanese philosophy called Ichigo Ichi, which translates to one time, one meeting. This timeless wisdom teaches us to value every moment as if it were the first and last time it'll ever happen. By embracing this mindset, you can transform your relationship with life, finding joy, meaning, and peace in the simplest of moments. Stay with us, because what you're about to learn could shift your perspective forever. What is Ichigo Ichi? At its heart, Ichigo Ichi is a Japanese philosophy that teaches us to treasure each moment as a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The phrase can be translated as one time, one meeting, emphasizing the uniqueness of every interaction and event in our lives. It's a reminder to embrace the present and recognize its fleeting nature. While this concept may sound simple, its practice requires mindfulness, intention, and a profound appreciation for the here and now. Life is composed of a series of moments, each distinct and unrepeatable. However, in today's fast-paced world, we often overlook these moments, lost in distractions or future worries. Ichigo Ichi urges us to pause and pay attention. Whether it's a heartfelt conversation, a vibrant sunset, or the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, every experience is an opportunity to connect deeply with life. For example, think about the last time you spent time with a loved one. Were you fully present, engaging in meaningful conversation and soaking in their presence? Or were you multitasking, scrolling through your phone or mentally planning your next obligation? Most of us live as though moments can be paused or replayed later. The truth is, once a moment passes, it's gone forever. One of the core teachings of Ichigo Ichi is that every moment is sacred and deserves our full attention. By treating each experience as unique, we honor its significance. This mindset transforms mundane activities into meaningful rituals, enriching our lives with gratitude and awareness. A famous story illustrates the spirit of Ichigo Ichi through the actions of a Japanese tea master. This master's tea ceremonies were renowned for their simplicity and grace. Every detail, from preparing the tea to serving it, was performed with mindfulness and intention. Guests often describe the experience as transformative, as if time itself had paused. The tea master's secret lay in his ability to fully immerse himself in the moment. He treated each ceremony as a once-in-a-lifetime event, even if it involved the same guests or repeated actions. For him, no two ceremonies were ever identical because the subtle nuances of the moment, the weather, the mood, the conversation, were always different. By honoring these differences, he embodied the essence of Ichigo Ichi. This story teaches us that we don't need to be tea masters to live with intention. We can bring the same level of presence and care to our daily routines. Whether it's enjoying a cup of coffee, taking a walk, or simply breathing, every moment offers a chance to practice mindfulness. Living by Ichigo Ichi can have profound effects on your emotional health. By focusing on the present, you reduce stress and anxiety caused by overthinking the past or worrying about the future. This philosophy encourages gratitude, which has been scientifically linked to increased happiness and life satisfaction. Moreover, Ichigo Ichi fosters deeper connections with others. When we're fully present in our interactions, we create meaningful bonds and show our loved ones that we value them. This enhances our relationships and strengthens our sense of community. One of the greatest obstacles to practicing Ichigo Ichi in the modern world is our reliance on technology. Smartphones, social media, and constant notifications make it difficult to stay present. However, we can take steps to minimize these distractions. Set boundaries for technology use, such as designated screen-free times or zones. Use apps or settings that limit notifications, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Prioritize face-to-face interactions over virtual ones whenever possible. By intentionally creating space for presence, we can reclaim moments that might otherwise be lost to distraction. Ichigo Ichi goes hand in hand with gratitude and acceptance. When we appreciate the uniqueness of each moment, we naturally feel grateful for the experiences life offers. This gratitude extends to the people, events, and circumstances that shape our lives. Acceptance is another key aspect of this philosophy. By recognizing the impermanence of all things, we learn to let go of unrealistic expectations and embrace life as it is. This mindset helps us navigate challenges with grace and resilience. Artists and creatives can draw inspiration from Ichigo Ichi by treating each act of creation as a unique expression. Whether it's painting, writing, or playing music, every creative endeavor reflects the specific moment in which it's made. By embracing this perspective, artists can infuse their work with authenticity and spontaneity. For example, consider a musician improvising during a live performance. Their music is shaped by the energy of the audience, the acoustics of the venue, and their emotions in that instant. This unrepeatable combination makes each performance special, embodying the spirit of Ichigo Ichi. Ichigo Ichi is more than a philosophy. It's a way of life that invites us to fully engage with the present. By treating each moment as unique and unrepeatable, we enrich our experiences and deepen our connections with others. In a world that often prioritizes productivity over presence, Ichigo Ichi reminds us to slow down and savor the beauty of now. As you go about your day, take a moment to pause and reflect. Notice the details, appreciate the people around you, and recognize the significance of the present. By doing so, you'll not only honor the spirit of Ichigo Ichi, but also create a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Why we resist the present moment. The present moment is the only reality we truly have, yet many of us resist it. Why? At the heart of this resistance lies our fear of uncertainty. The present moment is raw, unpredictable, and often uncomfortable. It doesn't provide the safety net of familiarity that the past offers, nor the illusion of control that the future holds. Instead, the present demands vulnerability, openness, and the willingness to embrace life as it unfolds. Human beings crave control. We meticulously plan our days, set long-term goals, and constantly imagine how the future will look. Yet control is an illusion. Life's surprises, from unexpected career changes to unforeseen health issues, remind us of our limited ability to dictate outcomes. By clinging to this illusion, we avoid the present moment, convincing ourselves that happiness or contentment lies just around the corner. Once I get that promotion, then I'll be happy. Or, once I've saved enough, then I can relax. These thoughts tether us to a future that may never arrive. It's not just the future we escape to. The past often serves as a refuge as well. Whether we're reminiscing about happier times or reliving mistakes, dwelling in the past keeps us from confronting the here and now. While nostalgia and reflection have their place, overindulging in them can lead to regret or a longing for what once was, pulling us further away from the present. Living in the moment requires surrendering to the unknown. It asks us to sit with discomfort, joy, boredom, or pain without trying to manipulate the outcome. Practices like mindfulness and meditation encourage this surrender, teaching us to observe our thoughts without judgment. But for many, this process feels unnatural at first. A Japanese concept, Ichigo Ichi, translates to one time, one meeting. It emphasizes the unique and fleeting nature of each moment. This philosophy encourages us to cherish the present as it will never come again. When we resist the moment, we rob ourselves of the richness it offers. By surrendering to its flow, we align ourselves with life's natural rhythm, experiencing a deeper sense of connection and fulfillment. When I first tried to live more mindfully, I struggled immensely. Anxiety gripped me as I thought about everything beyond my control. How could I let go when I had bills to pay, deadlines to meet, and relationships to nurture? It felt impossible, yet I persisted. One day, during a sudden rainstorm, I stood by the window. Instead of rushing to check the forecast or worry about my plans being disrupted, I simply watched. Raindrops cascaded down the glass, creating intricate patterns. The rhythmic sound of rain hitting the ground enveloped me. For the first time in weeks, I felt truly present. That fleeting moment of stillness brought a profound sense of peace, far greater than any carefully laid plan ever had. Impermanence is a central theme in many philosophies and traditions. In Japanese culture, the transient nature of life is often celebrated. Cherry blossoms, or sakura, symbolize the fleeting beauty of existence. Their short-lived bloom reminds us that life's impermanence gives it meaning. If every moment were permanent, would we still treasure it? Imagine holding a snowflake in your hand. Its uniqueness and delicacy make it beautiful, innate, but its transient nature is what makes it precious. The same applies to life's moments. Recognizing their impermanence compels us to cherish them fully. An elderly man once shared a poignant story about his late wife. During her final days, they would sit quietly together, her hand in his. He described those moments as some of the most beautiful of his life. I knew they wouldn't last forever, he said, and that's what made them so precious. This story illustrates how impermanence deepens our appreciation for the present. Resisting the present often stems from fear. The present is unpredictable and unpolished. It confronts us with emotions and realities we'd rather avoid. Joy, sadness, anger, and love all exist in the present, unfiltered. For many, it's easier to avoid these raw emotions by escaping into the safer confines of the past or future. Additionally, modern society amplifies this resistance. We live in an age of constant distractions, smartphones, social media, and a culture that glorifies busyness. These distractions pull us away from the present, feeding our avoidance tendencies. By staying busy, we convince ourselves we're productive, but in reality, we're often running from ourselves. To overcome our resistance to the present, we need to cultivate awareness and acceptance. Here are some practical steps to help. Mindful breathing. Start with your breath. Take a few moments each day to focus solely on your inhalations and exhalations. This simple practice grounds you in the present. Gratitude journaling. Each evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Reflecting on these moments helps you appreciate the present. Limit distractions. Set boundaries with technology. Designate times for checking emails or social media, allowing more space for uninterrupted presence. Practice acceptance. Life isn't always joyful or comfortable. Learn to sit with challenging emotions rather than resisting them. Engage fully. Whether you're eating a meal, talking with a friend, or walking outside, give your full attention to the task at hand. When we resist the present, we deny ourselves the richness of life. Every moment, no matter how mundane or extraordinary, has the potential to teach, heal, or inspire us. By embracing the now, we step into life's flow, finding peace amidst chaos and joy in simplicity. The next time you find yourself resisting the moment, pause. Observe your surroundings, feel your breath, and remind yourself, this moment will never come again. Choose to be present and watch as life's beauty unfolds before you. Practical ways to live. Ichigo Ichi, start your day with intention. Starting your day with intention sets the tone for everything that follows. Instead of rushing out of bed and diving straight into your to-do list, take a few moments to pause and center yourself. Sit quietly and focus on your breathing. Reflect on one thing you're grateful for in the present moment. It could be as simple as the comfort of your bed, the quietness of the morning, or the warmth of your first cup of tea or coffee. By cultivating this habit, you begin each day with a sense of purpose and mindfulness, anchoring yourself in the beauty of the now. This practice not only enhances your focus, but also helps you navigate the day's challenges with calm and clarity. Single task instead of multitasking. In our fast-paced world, multitasking has become the norm. However, single tasking allows us to fully engage with the present moment and appreciate it. Try this simple exercise during your next meal. Put away all distractions, especially your phone, and focus solely on the act of eating. Notice the flavors, textures, and aromas of each bite. Savor the experience without rushing. By immersing yourself in the sensory details, you transform a routine activity into a mindful and enriching one. This practice can extend to other aspects of life, such as having a conversation without checking your phone or enjoying a walk without headphones. Uh, by committing to one thing at a time, you honor the uniqueness of each moment. Reflect on daily moments. Reflection is a powerful tool for living Ichigo Ichi. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to write down one moment that brought you joy. It doesn't have to be grand or extraordinary. Perhaps it was the way sunlight filtered through your window, a warm smile from a stranger, or the satisfaction of completing a task. Keeping a daily journal of such moments helps you build a reservoir of gratitude and awareness. Over time, you'll start noticing more of these precious instances throughout your day, deepening your connection with the present and fostering a more positive outlook on life. Embrace discomfort. Life is full of moments that challenge us. Instead of avoiding or numbing uncomfortable emotions like anxiety, sadness, or frustration, practice sitting with them. When you feel uneasy, take a deep breath and observe the sensation without judgment. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Often, discomfort carries valuable lessons about our desires, fears, or areas for growth. For example, anxiety before a big presentation might teach you the importance of preparation or reveal your passion for the subject. By leaning into these feelings instead of resisting them, you allow yourself to grow and develop a deeper understanding of yourself. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a cornerstone of Ichigo Ichi. Before parting ways with someone, take a moment to express appreciation. This could be as simple as thanking a friend for their support, acknowledging a colleague's effort, or telling a family member how much they mean to you. Such gestures not only strengthen your relationships, but also create meaningful memories. Gratitude reminds us of the interconnectedness of our lives and the value of those around us. Over time, this practice fosters a sense of fulfillment and joy. As you become more attuned to the beauty of your connections and the abundance in your life. Be fully present in conversations. One of the greatest gifts you can give someone is your full attention. When engaging in a conversation, put aside distractions and listen deeply. Avoid thinking about your response while the other person is speaking. Instead, focus on their words, tone, and body language. Show that you value the interaction by asking thoughtful questions and offering genuine responses. By being fully present, you create a space for authentic connection and understanding. This not only strengthens relationships, but also enriches your experience of the moment, making it more memorable and meaningful. Celebrate the ordinary. Ichigo Ichi encourages us to find joy in the everyday. Instead of waiting for special occasions to celebrate, look for beauty in the mundane. This could be appreciating the rhythm of raindrops on your window, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, or the warmth of sunlight on your skin. Pause to acknowledge these small wonders and savor them fully. By shifting your perspective, you transform routine moments into sources of joy and gratitude. Over time, this practice helps you cultivate a deeper appreciation for life's simple pleasures. Let go of perfection. Striving for perfection can often rob us of the joy of the present moment. Instead of fixating on achieving flawless results, embrace the idea that imperfection is part of life's beauty. For instance, if you're painting, cooking, or engaging in any creative activity, focus on the process rather than the outcome. Allow yourself to make mistakes and learn from them. Similarly, when interacting with others, accept their imperfections as well as your own. This mindset not only reduces stress, but also opens the door to more authentic and meaningful experiences. Create rituals. Rituals provide structure and meaning to our lives. They can be as simple as lighting a candle before dinner, taking a walk at sunset, or journaling before bed. These small, intentional acts help us slow down and connect with the present moment. For example, a morning ritual of stretching and deep breathing can set a positive tone for the day ahead. By incorporating rituals into your routine, you create anchors that remind you to pause, reflect, and appreciate the now. Be open to new experiences. Life is full of opportunities for growth and discovery. Embrace the spirit of Ichigo Ichi by saying yes to new experiences, even if they take you out of your comfort zone. This could mean trying a new hobby, visiting an unfamiliar place, or striking up a conversation with someone you've just met. Each new experience offers a chance to learn, grow, and create lasting memories. By remaining open and curious, you invite more richness and variety into your life. Practice mindful breathing. Your breath is a powerful tool for grounding yourself in the present moment. Whenever you feel overwhelmed or distracted, take a few deep breaths. Focus on the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. This simple practice helps calm your mind and brings your attention back to the here and now. You can incorporate mindful breathing into your daily routine by taking a few moments to breathe deeply before meals, during breaks, or before going to bed. Over time, this habit enhances your ability to remain present and centered. Cherish fleeting moments. Life is a series of fleeting moments, each one unique and unrepeatable. Remind yourself that every interaction, experience, and feeling is a once-in-a-lifetime event. This perspective encourages you to approach life with a sense of wonder and urgency, savoring each moment as it comes. For instance, when spending time with loved ones, put away distractions and immerse yourself fully in the experience. Recognize that these moments are precious, and may never come again in the same way. By cherishing the impermanence of life, you deepen your appreciation for its beauty and richness. Cultivate patience. Patience is essential for living Ichigo Ichi. In a world that often demands instant results, learning to wait and embrace the natural pace of life is a valuable skill. Whether you're standing in line, waiting for a friend, or working towards a long-term goal, use these moments as opportunities to practice mindfulness. Instead of becoming frustrated, focus on your breath or observe your surroundings. Over time, this practice helps you develop a sense of calm and resilience, enabling you to approach life's challenges with greater ease. Engage in creative expression. Creativity is a powerful way to connect with the present moment. Whether it's painting, writing, dancing, or playing music, engaging in creative activities allows you to express yourself and explore your inner world. Don't worry about producing something perfect. Instead, focus on the joy of the process. For example, doodling in a sketchbook or writing a poem can be a meditative and fulfilling experience. By dedicating time to creative expression, you nurture your soul and create opportunities for self-discovery and growth. Live with compassion. Compassion is at the heart of Ichigo Ichi. Practice kindness towards yourself and others. When you make a mistake, treat yourself with understanding instead of self-criticism. Extend the same compassion to others by offering support, empathy, and forgiveness. Simple acts of kindness, such as helping a neighbor or complimenting a stranger, create ripples of positivity. By approaching life with a compassionate mindset, you foster deeper connections and a greater sense of fulfillment. By incorporating these practical ways into your daily life, you can fully embrace the philosophy of Ichigo Ichi, enriching your experiences and finding beauty in every moment. Life often feels like a balancing act, a constant struggle to keep up with the past, manage the present, and plan for the future. Yet the true essence of freedom lies in the simple act of letting go. Letting go of regrets, anxieties, and expectations can open up a world of clarity and peace, allowing us to live fully in the present. This concept, central to many philosophies and mindfulness practices, is beautifully captured in the Japanese principle of Ichigo Ichi, which translates to one time, one meeting. Ichigo Ichi teaches us to treasure each moment as unique and unrepeatable. It's about being fully present, appreciating the now without being weighed down by the past or fixated on the future. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to forget this simple truth. We often replay old memories or worry about what's ahead, missing out on the beauty and opportunities that the present moment offers. Letting go in this context doesn't mean forgetting or ignoring. It means accepting what is without resistance. By practicing this, we free ourselves from the chains of regret and anxiety. We begin to see life not as a series of challenges to overcome, but as a collection of moments to savor. It's a perspective shift that fosters gratitude and mindfulness, helping us to lead richer, more fulfilling lives. Several years ago, I embarked on a personal journey to consciously live by the principle of Ichigo Ichi. At first, it felt unnatural, almost as though I were forcing myself to notice things. But something remarkable happened on the second day. As I sat by my window early in the morning, I heard birds chirping. Now, you might think that birdsong is nothing extraordinary, but for me, it was transformative. I realized I hadn't truly listened to birds in years. That simple act of hearing and being present felt like a profound connection to nature. It wasn't the sound itself that was extraordinary. It was my heightened awareness, my choice to fully experience that moment. This experience opened my eyes to how much of life's beauty is hidden in plain sight, obscured by our distractions. Since then, I've noticed countless small joys: the way sunlight filters through leaves, the comforting warmth of a cup of tea, the laughter of loved ones. Each moment became a gift when I chose to embrace it with intention and presence. Of course, letting go isn't always easy. We cling to the past because it feels familiar, even when it hurts. We dwell on what could have been, replaying scenarios in our minds and wishing we had acted differently. Similarly, we obsess over the future, convinced that controlling every detail will lead to happiness. But the truth is, this attachment only creates suffering. Buddhist philosophy often compares the mind to a restless monkey, constantly jumping from one thought to another. To tame this monkey mind, we must learn to release what we can't control. Meditation, journaling, and mindfulness exercises can help cultivate this skill. Over time, letting go becomes less about forgetting and more about freeing ourselves from the weight of unnecessary burdens. Another important aspect of letting go is forgiveness, not just forgiving others, but also forgiving ourselves. We all make mistakes. It's part of being human. Holding on to guilt or resentment only traps us in a cycle of negativity. Forgiveness allows us to break free, to move forward with a lighter heart. It's not about condoning harm, but about choosing peace over bitterness. When we forgive, we reclaim our power and create space for growth and healing. When we let go, we make room for new experiences and perspectives. We become more adaptable, more resilient. Life's inevitable ups and downs don't throw us off course as easily because we've learned to flow with them rather than resist. This doesn't mean we'll never feel pain or disappointment, but it does mean we'll recover more quickly with a deeper understanding of what truly matters. Letting go also enhances our relationships. When we release expectations and judgments, we become more accepting of others. We listen more, argue less, and cherish the time we have together. We begin to see the people in our lives not as sources of frustration, but as treasures to appreciate. Life doesn't need to be extraordinary to be meaningful. By embracing Ichigo Ichi, we find beauty in the mundane and meaning in the fleeting. Imagine a life where every moment, big or small, feels deeply alive. This is the freedom that comes from letting go. The freedom to live fully, to love deeply, and to appreciate everything as it is. As you finish reading this, take a deep breath and look around. What's one thing you can appreciate right now? Perhaps it's the warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of a loved one's voice, or the simple fact that you're alive and able to read these words. Whatever it is, hold on to that feeling of gratitude for a moment longer. If this message resonated with you, consider sharing your thoughts in the comments or discussing it with a friend. And remember, life is not a race to be won or a puzzle to be solved. It's a series of unrepeatable moments. Cherish them.